Do you know that China has changed its legal landscape in foreign relations? This marks a significant shift in its approach to international engagement. As China ascends on the global stage, it increasingly relies on domestic legal frameworks to manage complex international issues. This shift reflects China's growing confidence in its legal institutions, and a strategic pivot towards a rule of law-based approach in international affairs. By codifying its foreign relations through new laws, China aims to protect its sovereignty, security, and developmental interests, while aligning with international legal standards. China's move to formalize its foreign relations through legislation is driven by several factors. As a rising global power, China recognizes the necessity of using domestic law to protect its interests, especially amidst the US-China trade and tech wars. The blurred lines between domestic and international affairs in globalization further necessitate an integrated legal approach. The Chinese Communist Party has emphasized legal means over political maneuvers to address issues related to sovereignty, security, and national development. Recent laws, such as the provisions on the Unreliable Entity List, the rules on counteracting unjustified extraterritorial application of foreign legislation, the Anti-Foreign Sanctions Law, the Law of Foreign Relations, and the Law of Foreign State Immunity, underscore this legislative momentum. Scholars debate China's engagement with the rule of law, noting its increasing significance as China becomes a world power. While Western observers often view China's commitment as a thin rule of law, some argue for a more inclusive conception, considering the globalized context. This special issue of the Chinese Journal of Transnational Law explores these implications, examining how China's legal reforms impact both domestic and international levels. Professor Huiking Huang reviews China's law on foreign relations, explaining its internal and external motivations, policy, methodology, and main content. Malcolm Jorgensen analyzes how the foreign relations law politically frames China's approach to international law. Professor William Dodge examines the Foreign State Immunities Law, noting its alignment with international norms and potential implications for US-China relations. Dr. Guiqiang Lu discusses the impact of China's blocking statutes on private actors, recommending a prudent enforcement approach and improved procedural support mechanisms. The legalization of foreign relations in China represents a strategic pivot towards a rule of law-based approach, aimed at protecting its interests while aligning with global standards. This transition poses challenges but also offers opportunities for China to play a constructive role in shaping a more just international legal order. Effective implementation and balanced enforcement will be crucial for mitigating adverse impacts and fostering stability. For more insights, read the special issue of the Chinese Journal of Transnational Law.